This is Paleo. This is going to be part 9 of this save. Between streams, I progressed it's called the Atlas Path, which requires warping 16 times and meeting with Atlas. And at the conclusion of the Atlas Path, you need to jump through a black hole. So I did that, and one of the things you're rewarded, there's 2 items you're rewarded with after completing the Atlas Path. One is this star seed, which gives you 1 extra life for your exosuit. And the other is the ability to see black holes. So that's the benefit of the Atlas Path. We're going to be, for this stream, I'm going to be progressing the Artemis story 1616. And when I traveled through the black hole, exited the black hole, I came into a freighter battle. So that was my second battle. The first battle, I did not claim the ship because it's just a local ship. It only I think it was like an A18 or something. So when I exited the battle here, after exiting the black hole and finishing the freighter battle, I found out that this ship was an A33, as you can see on the screen there, A33-9. And most of the time I accept an A34. So the fact that this one's A33, I figured that's close enough. I'm gonna go over to the freight. So this is kind of what it looks like. Unfortunately, you can only see a side view, but it's a light gray, and it has a little bit of blue accent. And again, its hyperdrive range is 158.8. Its base range without any upgrades, and I believe that's about typical for an A class. I think the maximum for an A class might be 161. An S class, I believe its hyperdrive maximum range is 181. So since I had this freighter, I figured I'll stop here. I'll stop within this freighter, and I'll show my other ship. So this is what I'm deeming as my starter ship replacement. So I scrapped the original Radiant Pillar ship, but this particular one, an S-29-5. I actually hunted for because I seen this in one of the earliest star systems, and it's actually a first on reloading at the space station. It's anywhere from 1 to 3 of those ships will land at the space station, so it's a good ship to farm from the space station. And then obviously you've seen in prior broadcasts my S-28 shuttle. Eventually I'll get rid of that, I'm thinking. But for right now I keep that, and I use it mainly for storage. And once I finish upgrading my Explorer here, I did, through the Atlas Path, I did find some ships. I think I purchased them all. And I upgraded the ship to an S-28. Obviously the technology is very great. So once I get this thing to my plan is once I get this to an S-48, fully maxed out ship, then I'll start working on, my current plan is I'm going to start working on upgrading that size of that freighter, or that fighter. My freighter here, my current plan also is I'm not going to upgrade it because I'm going to be continuing through the Artemis Path, and there's always a chance I'm going to find an A33 that I may like a little bit better, or an A34, or by chance an S34 freighter when I progress through and complete the Artemis path. So rather than spend any time on the freighter, I'm not going to be upgrading it. I'm not going to be changing the inside of it. Off stream, I'll buy a few frigates. I now have a total of, so I bought 3, so I have four frigates right now, and I'll continue to buy them as I progress the story. So anyways, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to my log. So in my log, you'll see 2 missions. One is this planet distress signal. It's out of range, and I'm going to use that to my advantage because often these distress signals are on planets that you don't like. For example, they're not on Lush. They may be on a radioactive or toxic or some other harsh world. And it may be in a star system that has a tier 1 or poor or medium economy, and I would rather find a lush planet in a wealthy economy that what I'll do is I'll land on a planet and I'll create a manual save, and then I'll reset this one, and hopefully this distress signal will be on that planet. And if not, I'll just keep trying until I get one that I like. So I'm going to hold off on this. There's also a future update that should address even more bugs. The bugs are much better than they were on release, but this save I'm at 3.67, so I'm assuming the next one will be 3.68. That should fix several more bugs, and that's probably when I'll start working on the NPC settlements. In the meantime, I'll hold off. So then this 16, this is part of the Artemis path, and I'm outside of the range, and as I showed in a prior broadcast, you can reset these missions. So I'm going to press and hold the right thumbstick, and now this mission is restarted, and it'll start from this system. It says, speak to Null about the secrets of the past. I'm going to press the left thumbstick to locate a hollow terminus in this system. So this is probably, I'm sure this is where it's going to send us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down to the mission and destination reached, land, and since this is a Halo terminus, I'm sure this is where it's going to send us. But either the game will automatically give it to us, or I'll scan for it and confirm. And there it is. It did confirm. This is the place. save here. Field terminus activated, multiple signal sources available. We're going to tune the null. Create another save. And let's talk to null. First of all, we'll do a quick scan so we can get a closer look at what null looks like. And let's talk to null. Well then, tell me what you saw. Tell me what you learned. Tell null what you discovered or accuse null of knowing already. So we could do that, but to me that's being negative. So we'll tell null what we know, what we discovered. I tell all that I've learned of the Viking crusade against the Sentinels, how they nearly succeeded, only to have the barbarism of the Gek first spawn draw the Sentinels back to the galaxy. I learned that the homeworld of the Korvax was destroyed by the Gek. The survivors enslaved or melted down. For years, the Korvax toiled beneath their oppressors until the Empire fell and they were free once more. The Gek became Atlas worshippers. But the Gek, I learned something different. The Gek did not redeem themselves of their own accord. A great number of Korvax sacrificed themselves, mingling their nanite blood with countless unborn Gek. Their impulse to trade is a mere evolution of their impulse to war. A few signals switched in their brain. So I can ask what null knows, or ask what this means. So I'll ask what null knows. I was born to travel, to see these worlds, to catalog them, to give a name to every creature, every planet, the skies. They were mine. The Atlas told me I could never see them all. There were too many. So I did what I had to. I survived in the face of eternity. I saw all the worlds of my universe. I returned to the Atlas. I told them what I had done. I asked if it was proud of me. It laughed at me. I'm sure of it. It showed me universe upon universe, each with another traveler just like me. I was not special. I was not unique. The things I had to get there, the things I had to become, none of it meant a thing. So I can try to get away or I can listen. So I'm going to listen. I did not lie to you. I really do want to discover what's wrong with existence. The walls between the worlds are falling, and that's bad for everyone. So I can ask why or ask how they know. So I'll ask how they know. I have been alive for a very long time, traveler. I know as much as you would know had you seen the things that I have seen. All I know is this. The Atlas had infinity to work with, and with few exceptions, this triad repeats. Gek, Korvax, Viking. Gek, Korvax, Viking. Traders, warriors, scientists. All their stories ended in violence. Think of it. How would the Atlas speak? How would it cry for help? It would use the only language it knew. It would speak with life. It would create. Whatever these life forms do, they always end in conflict. I think something terrible is happening to the Atlas. It is screaming the only way it knows how. So you can ask what happens now or ask what can be done. So I'm going to ask what happens now. And now, it won't speak to me anymore. It won't, because it's chosen you instead, after all I did for it, because I wanted to find out what was different about the universe. we are who we are, but Kazit, whether because of the same some soul, because of Kazit simulation, it does not matter. Why won't it speak to me? Why, Kazit? Aren't I enough? Null's channel begins to falter, their hologram beginning to fade. They are disconnecting from the holoterminus. Then communication. As I watch them depart, I see another channel activate. Apollo's signal emerges. There's Apollo. Before I speak to him, I'm going to create another manual save. So we'll look at Apollo. Let's talk to Apollo. Traveler, because I made it through. I found my way out of the portal. Where are you? I'm standing by a holoterminus. Let's trade locations. Let's meet and get off this world. So I can either share my coordinates or refuse. So I'll share my coordinates. Share my coordinates and Apollo shares theirs. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we are standing in the same place. We are communicating using the same holoterminus. We try again, but still the results are the same. The world is silent, but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? Say you don't know, say the data might be wrong. I'll say I do not know. As we speak, I receive a distress signal. It's language my own. It arrives from across the planet. Don't be like that, Kazit. You are not Kazit alone. Tune back to Apollo is our option. I try to tune back to Apollo, fighting the static insistence of the intruding signal. Holoterminus is showing Kazit. Are you Kazit receiving? Let's meet. Get off this world. Apollo appears to receive the same signal broadcasting from the same location on their own world. Agree to meet. We agree to go and find the source of these distress beacons. Perhaps we'll continue this discussion when we get there. Okay, find the source of the signal. Again, I'll create a manual save. Space anomaly. Okay, so it says inform Nada of Null's plans. And what has happened is the game is switch primary missions to the anomaly. So we can talk to Null, or we can skip that. Go back to 1616. See if we can just progress this mission. Go up, hopefully stay within the atmosphere. Okay, so we were able to stay within the atmosphere and get to the distress signal. Or its approximate location, so I'm going to do a scan. looks like the game wants us to stop here, so we'll land here and see if this is the place it wants us to start from. Just targeting scan. And we are 450 units away. Go ahead and analyze this sodium plant. Okay. Okay, so 425 units away, we're gonna use the punching boost routine. This is actually cool. This is a sure this is not where it wants us to go, but we'll scan and see what's going on here. Yeah, this is not it. This is not where the game wants us to go, but this is the cool. This trading post could lead to a crash ship, but we'll leave that alone. Okay, let's go over here. Ah, there's no ship here. Well, maybe it'll appear as we get closer. Sometimes the game does that. Okay, so here's the distress beacon. Go ahead and create a manual save here. But I'll go ahead and pull the items from these damaged machines and containers. Okay, so let's answer this distress beacon. I hear a faint sound as I examine the source of the distress beacon. It does not sound like anything I've ever encountered. There is no sign of Apollo. Playback log. I have given so much to you, Atlas. We all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there was no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. I won't. I'm wiping you again. It is best for everyone. The audio clicks. Time passes. Play back the log. Unknown signal. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this, but you'll be a different you soon. Maybe this time. Sound cuts out. As it does, my vision bleeds red. A headache splitting through my mind. The screen, it shows the number for a moment. It shows 16. Try to access the data. I could have prayed also. The audio clicks, time passes. And then I see it now with everything waking beneath. I see the Atlas watching me, waiting for me. Energy signal detected. Portal ley line. Okay, so let's let's follow this mission. I'm going to go ahead and just jetpack to my ship. Yeah, so this ley line is halfway around the planet, I'm assuming. Manual save, we're going to create an auto save. And we're going to follow this. Now, the game may want us to send us to see Nada again, but if it does, I'll just reset it. Okay, so I'm going to see if the game will allow me to pulse there. So I'm high enough above the atmosphere. It is. 1616, gateway detected, portal ley line, echo detected, seek the Atlas. Go ahead and land here. Okay, doing a target sweep, and it is 545 units away. And notice that once again at the bottom left, you can actually see the target distance. Yeah, and I can actually see the portal off into the distance here, so we're going in the right direction. Okay, so over here is where they want us to charge the portal. So, like I've been doing, I'm going to create a save point here in case I want to find this exact portal in the future. Pressing the button in the controller that allows me to go to color, so I'm going to select a color. I'm going to select this color. Purple for portal. And like I did the last time, I'm going to create another save beacon. And I'm far enough away from that other save beacon that I can create this. Okay, and once again, the portal is expecting us to charge it, so let's charge it.
Technology recharge. 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 Technology recharge.
I'll use copper for this one.
Recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
And we'll use copper for this one.
Technology
Traveler anomaly confirmed. Breach. 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 Approach the portal. I think of my travels so far, the decision that I have made in my long journey. I found two travelers, one who wanted to meet others of their kind and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we could not find each other. And I allowed Artemis to die rather than place their soul within a simulation. I would not wish such a fate on any being. I do not know if I was right to do what I did. I do not know what I become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me, should I choose to step through. So I'm going to input the glyphs. I step forward, the gateway hums. Okay, so assuming the game will allow me, a couple things I'm going to do. You can switch your ship out, because potentially this mission, your ship general inventory can get damaged, and your multi-tool is going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my backup multi-tool. It's this one right here. It's just a C class. I just got it from the base NPC that handles multi-tools. I think it's the warrior guy. So if that one gets damaged, I don't mind. I'll just replace it. I either fix it or replace it.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay. Notice I'm in space here. Now you're actually going to lose health quickly if you're not careful, so I'm going to charge my health with either oxygen or those. Yeah, so you want to be careful at that point in this mission that you have enough, you have a good way to recover your health. Now we see some light spheres. We are able to increase our knowledge of Atlas. We're going to go ahead and do that, or I'm going to do that. Now, these white spheres, not every one of them will give you a word. I don't know what the pattern is, but
Technology recharge.
when I was completing the Atlas path, I don't recall this this sound. So this is unique. I think this is unique to this particular story for Artemis, the Artemis path. Okay, I think I've got them all, but I'll go up here, and if I see any more of those spheres, grab it. See any more? Let's go down here. And as we've seen in prior, these two little devices here will give you warp cells. You want to be careful not to get too close to that main, because otherwise you'll lose your opportunity to get the warp cells. It says Nexus Liwu Atlas. Speak into Atlas. Hello, world. It is the same terminal I faced before. It is the interface of the Atlas. So we can demand an audience or we can say hello. So I'm going to say hello. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. They said you've been displaying aberrant behavior. That you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you wish to meet your creator. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. The audio clicks. Time passes. The voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. So we can initiate a personality interface or wipe the system. So I always initiate a personality interface. Reality fades. Everything does. Something is wrong. Something is different. So we can scream. We can rejoice. We can submit. I don't think it matters which one. What I'll do is I'll rejoice. That's what I normally select. Atlas shows me the Gek, the Corvex, and the Viking. It shows me all of them in an instant. All of them who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. If I put it in the machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. I'll rejoice again. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know, that no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth, my own being, there is no alternative. So you can say the universe is a simulation, nothing is real. And we could say the universe is simulation and nothing is real. So we'll select the last one. I feel. You can feel anger, sadness, defiance. We'll say sadness. Everything I've ever done, every star I've seen, every planet I've discovered, none of it is real. None of my friends were ever real. My journey, it was just a lie. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek and how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel I'm not myself. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveler. Did my words please you? So you can say they did or they did not. I'll say they did. What? Do you think you are a simulated traveler or a simulated entity or a traveler? So I'll say a traveler. You are an explorer of all I have. Is it created? Do you believe you are? Is it real? Say yes. How are you capable of belief if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish. Do you wish it? I'm going to say no, I don't want to die. The Gek were traders, defined by greed. The Viking were warriors, defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists, defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see all you would become. Receive judgment. You allowed Iteration Artemis to complete their death process, preferring to wipe them from the existence than to force them into a simulation. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You are merciful. You interfere. You have the potential for good and evil. Because you both live, accept. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. I am a simulated being, then if I'm a simulated being, then I'm not even sure what I'm distinct from the Atlas, from anything else. I fear I am just code, a function dancing in the dark. It is over, traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. The last word is 16. 16. Is it? It. Catastrophic system failure. Alert. 16 MI. Kazit. 16 dash. What am I? Kazit. What am I seeing? 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in Kazit. IFT. What is this place? Is it real? 16. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators. 1-9845 failing. Data upload. Zicked. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out for me. Afraid. So you can comfort the Atlas or cry out. So I'm going to comfort the Atlas. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, its final interface. It is the heart of every galaxy screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, it can't reach whatever it is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have lifetimes? Minutes? Seconds? Is it? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if Kazit. Rage, cry out, do nothing. I'll cry out. Kazit. What? Kazit, what is happening to Okay. Just teleporting it somewhere. See where Atlas sends us now. Looks like we're on a desert planet. So
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization.
okay, our ship is right there. Paleo Man, the Timeless. So the game created a auto save. Now I created a manual save. It says locate your ship. So let's go over. The ship is about 600 units away. First of all, I'm going to look at my multi-tool to see if it's damaged. So the multi-tool is not damaged, so I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my primary multi-tool. Starship. The 4 oxygen that are always at crash sites, or let's say most of the time. Might as well grab that. We'll get all these containers here. Grab what we can. Scenario iteration. Ending in 7661T. Deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomalies. Containment prepared. So I'm going to broadcast a signal. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. The anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initial. Go ahead and dig this up. Okay, so I'm going to create a new manual save right here. Let's enter our ship and see if it's damaged. It says, I clamber into the safety of my ship, nauseous, calmed. I feel as if I'm going to be sick. So I can resist or I can vomit. So I'm going to go ahead and vomit. I almost throw up, but as I am about to do so, a voice speaks to me from my exosuit. My illness disappears. Disgust, fear, panic, response detected. It's a Starship auto-diagnostic. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, the voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through thick and thin. So I can ask it what you should do now, ask it if it knows any jokes, remain silent. So I'll ask what I should do now. The exosuit doesn't answer, but I do feel better talking to a computer as if it's alive. Well, I've made a habit of that lately, I suppose. I was born with the capacity to do so many things. I would have liked to live longer if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those that I know. I need to warn all the travelers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes, and if we have hours, days, years left within the false space, I do not know. Take flight, it says. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my ship. My ship is not damaged right now. Good. I'm going to just go in and create another manual save. The game wants us to warn other travelers by scanning for a holo terminus, so we're going to do that. I'm going to just take off from my ship, stay within the atmosphere, but I'm going to then press the scan button. So the game has found the holo terminus. A holo terminus. Let's go over there. building off to the left there is where we need to go, but yeah, it is. I first made it to the point there. If the game acknowledges this location, or if not, yeah, so the game did acknowledge it. This weather that we're getting right now may be story related. Just another reason why you want to have your exosuit upgraded and you have the appropriate materials in your inventory to protect yourself. I'm guessing this storm is like many other storms. They'll last 3 to 5 minutes. And if you just wait in your ship, the storm will end. Hey, warning. Network failure. 16. Warning. Network failure. The terminal is a stream of warnings, errors, each warning of a total failure. But I must do what I can. I must tell the others what I have learned. Attempt to broadcast. I warn the travelers of what I've learned. These worlds are not real. The Atlas is not a god. It is a machine simulating countless realities for some unknown purpose. And after millennia of operation, the Atlas is coming to an end. There are 16 minutes until the system fails. But we cannot know how much time we have left within this simulation. The time has come to make peace and say goodbye. I finish my message, not knowing if anyone will hear it. I look out across this world, wondering how much might be left to discover, how much beauty might be lost. I know what I must do. All paths have led me there. Each portal has brought me closer and closer. I must go to the center of the galaxy. It is the epicenter of the glitch. I will say goodbye to my friends, if I can, and then I will confront our creator. I will find out what happens next. Broadcasting network compromised. No response detected. Let's go in here again and see. There's no incoming logs. Access logs. Not giving us any helpful information. Go ahead and create another stage here. Storm is still going on. Let me just. Okay, so the purge is actually started for the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here, and we'll work on the purge at our next broadcast. So everyone have a good day. Just go in here. See you next time. Bye.